going to talk about theater. Have you guys ever been in or see a play before? You can say yes or you can answer in the chat. Um, well, a play involves actors, people who pretend to be someone else to perform in front of other people, an audience. I'm an actor in my local theater, and I'd like to share some things about that. For me, participating in theater is a very enjoyable experience. It was also a way to break out of my shell, which means that though I usually am not used to being on stage because of my shyness, theater helped me to be less nervous about it, and it also helped me with being more physically active. The first musical I did in fifth grade was Mulan, based off the Disney movie Mulan, which is also one of my favorite classic movies. Do you guys have a favorite musical play? I'd like to hear about it. Like, is there something you enjoy? You can like type it in the chat. Okay, for we, meaning the other actors and I, actually performed Mulan, we had to rehearse. Rehearse means that we have to practice dancing, singing, acting, and everything else needed to make the musical happen before we could actually show it to an audience. Oh, Lion King's a good movie. And in theater, we also had to exercise, like doing sit-ups and jumping jacks as warm-ups before we actually got to the choreography, which means dancing. Theater also improved my health a lot, both mentally and physically. I also made new friends in theater, which was relieving because I was somewhat of a new kid at that time, so I didn't have many friends. Some of my friends had been in theater longer than me, so they helped me figure out how everything worked, kind of like a mentor. Um, in theater, everyone is basically your friend and no one is left out. We all knew each other's names, and it was like being in a family of singing, dancing people, which I'm sure you felt with some of your friends. In theater, we also have to use our entire body to perform. The legs and arms have to dance, the head has to remember lines for speaking and singing and dancing, and the mouth has to actually speak and sing. But even with the stress that comes during tech rehearsal, when we run the entire musical with costumes and makeup and stage lighting to make sure everything is right before we actually perform the final piece, theater was very fun and it helped me learn a lot. And from then on, I participated in my theater's plays and musicals. And even when COVID-19 happened and we went into quarantine, I could still dance and sing in my room. And it helped me pass the time. So yeah, theater is one of my hobbies that I definitely love and enjoy, and it's one of my favorite things to do. I also like watching theater things like plays or musicals. I've only been to one live, which means that I actually saw one off screen, but it was pretty cool. Do you guys have any hobbies that you like to do? And can you also use theater in a full sentence? Like hobbies include like reading, writing, singing.
I'm obsessed with movies,
Oh,
especially action movies.
Geez, that's cool. Drawing. Oh, I wish I could draw. Yeah, hobbies really help pass the time when you're at home. Like right now, a lot of people still are in like quarantine and need something to pass the time. And sometimes you can get new hobbies. You can have new interests. You can have old interests that you've had since you were a kid. Like I've always loved reading. Um, Theater is recent. So yeah, all your hobbies sound really cool. My running, it's cool. Reading. Yeah, I also play the violin, ukulele, and piano. You can have like a ton of hobbies. There's not one. And guitar, playing flute. Oh, I played the flute once. Also, theater is a really cool thing to do. I would recommend either going to see a play or actually, if you have any like nearby theaters that allow you to act in it, I would definitely like participate in it. Um, you can also try to use theater in a full sentence, like I went to the theater. That's about it.